Hello, Eppa lovers. Welcome back to Eppa Worldwide. It's always exciting to see you guys back. Yes, so the question is, would you consider joint account? Joint account in marriages, good or bad? What is your take? Start commenting. I would like to know what your take is, what your experience is with joint account. Share yours with me, okay? I want to talk about this because, and by the way, the person is made aware that I'm going to make a video about this, but of course I'm not going to mention his name or her name or whatever, but joint account in marriages, good or bad? And I'll tell you my own experience too. If you stick to the end, you'll get to know a vital lesson I learned personally. And you also have to know that every situation is different. Mine may be different. Yours may not be the same. Somebody's may work out that way, others may not. So it all boils down to, who are you dealing with? Who are you married to? Who are you in a relationship with? Is it going to work out perfectly, effectively, as you planned it, or how will it end up being? Let me give you a scenario. A very good friend of mine contacted me and he said, I traveled. I went to, specifically home where I'm from, Ghana. I spent 3 months, however long, and I came back. My wife moved out. When she moved out, she made my bank account, go overdraft. Okay. Well, guess what I did? Her credit card, I emptied it. She had me on it as a authorized user. So I'm authorized. When I contacted the police to tell the police about the bank account, they told me, you are married. So what is yours, she's entitled to it. Obviously, what is hers, he's entitled to it. Correct? Mind you, they do not have a child together. The woman have children from previous relationships. The man has children with a different woman living in Ghana. This woman is the one that gave him documentation in America. We're talking about $3,000 credit card debt in this COVID-19. $3,000 credit card debt that the woman has to pay because the man that the woman gave documentation to emptied the credit card to the zero. What is your take on this? Hey, I can't be a judge alone. You be the judge on this one too. So let me know what you think. At least, should he consider the fact that this woman gave him documentation? Should he not? Don't forget, the woman, he said, I'm not there. He claimed the woman also used up some money he left in the bank account, and he went into overdraft like $400 or something. In the payback, he emptied her credit card with $3,000 that she has to pay now. Was he considerate? Was he not? What would you have done? Let's get talking. Now, to my own personal experience. My self-disclosure is I was married to a man. You all know my journey with parental alienation. This man will sleep outside the home with other women, will even bring women to my home when I'm at work. This man will tell me I'm at work, yet he's unable to pay his bills. It got to a point, even car that I paid closing costs on for him, he couldn't pay the car note anymore. As a wife, as the mother of his children, I'm like, hey, what's going on? I think I can help you if you put the two of us down. I'm the one that is financially responsible. I'm the one that usually say, let's buy a house, let's do this, let's do that, and it's wrong. I'm telling you, let the man be a man. Whatever the man can afford. If he said you should stay in the coop, stay in the coop. If you can, he said, stay in a rooftop, stay in your rooftop. If the man say, never be the man in your relationship. Never take the lead and say, oh, let's buy a house, and say, oh, if we buy this house, I can bring this, I can bring that. It's a good thing, right? If you are working with a person that also have good intention, you can work together and do great things together. But for most part, study your partner. In some cases, this may have worked wonderfully. In my case, it did not. It does not mean in other cases it will not, or it will. Each situation is unique, and so study your partner. Trust me, the signs are always there. We just ignore them. Either we are too much in love, we just want to work, like me, I am the person that like that family unit. Let's do things together, let's do this together, let's build together, let's do that together. You understand? It's not every situation that will work. It's not. So my suggestion is go through financial counseling, go through couple counseling, get to study your partner, get to put things in writing, even though you are married. All right, make sure things are where they're supposed to be. Make sure the decision, you're not pushing it. Remember, the head is always the man. It's good for you to be pushing sometimes as a woman. Bring the idea, discuss it, and see how it goes. But don't push it like, oh, let's do this. I can do this to help. I can do this to make it, can bring it into existence. It may not be helpful in all instances. That's what I'm saying. But you let me know what you're saying too by leaving your comments, and let's think about it. Let me also learn from you, okay? So I'm like, honey, the wife that I am, the baby mother that I am, I'm like, I think that every paycheck, I will open an account in my name. Every paycheck that you get, drop $100 into this account. And I am going to use it to clear out the bills you have accumulated. Don't forget, JCPenney credit card is being used by him to buy gift card to go and give to this woman. Not me. Not me, the wife at home. Not me, the children's mother at home. No. Another woman that enjoys my home, my bed, when I'm not there also. Yes. Eventually, he moved out because I met him in our home with another woman. He moved out. He had a child with the other woman, basically abandoned me and the 2 children I had with him. When he left, he would write checks towards this account that he stopped dropping money into. But by the time he left also, he became debt-free because I made sure I paid the bills according to what I suggested to him. So not only was he debt-free, he also stopped putting in a dime into the account. And mind you, this account was in my name to help him. So I did not use money coming from that account. Every money I used coming from that account went strictly towards paying his JCPenney credit card bill that he uses, even though credit card is not his money, he uses to buy gift card to go and give to another woman. I use that money to clear that credit card bill. I use that token that he drops into the amount, $100 every paycheck, to also pay off the car note that was accumulating. I also use part of it to pay off. He used my credit card from Best Buy to buy electronics and stuff. So I used part of it also to clear these major bills that were piling up. You feel me? Now, it came to a point where we have to go through divorce. During the divorce, he brought his I closed the account because when he left, he was still writing checks towards the account, and he doesn't put money in it. So I don't want it to go overdraft and affect my record. So I closed up the account. This account was solely mine account. It was a benevolent work I've done as a wife to help a husband. Guess what happened? He brought his work record, his pay stubs, to the court to state that we did have a bank account together, a family bank account together, and I emptied it up. He brought records of my own personal bank account. In that account, I had my kids' bank account. I have my bank account, and it's all linked together. He doesn't contribute towards my kids' bank account. But when I file tax, I put the money in these accounts for my kids. He came to court. Mind you, there is a video on this channel that explains discovery. If you want to know more about what discovery is, I will link that video onto this in the description section of this video, so you can take a look at what discovery is in the state of Maryland. So basically, I didn't give discovery, so he and his lawyer filed sanctions against me. So because they filed sanctions against me, I could not defend myself to the point where the judge will accept my explanation. But his lies, stating that they deducted every paycheck $100 to this account, that we had a family account. He used that pay stub to state that we had a family account amounting to $40-something thousand. And I wiped it out. And before God and man, he himself, which I know he stalks me on this channel, he's going to see this video. He knows very well in his soul that I did not owe him a dime, that I didn't have bank account with him, that I never ate his dime, but every single amount that were dropped into that account went towards paying bills that he accumulated whilst cheating on me. He would lie that I'm going to work, and he wasn't. That's how the bills started accumulating. So two times I went to the workplace he said he was going to, because I found that job for him. I helped him get that job. I paid for him to take a class. And then on top of the class that he took, I also work at a place that hires people with that kind of certification. So I hooked him up, showed him all the processes. He went through it and he got hired. And that's where he went to get a girlfriend that broke our marriage. Eventually, that girlfriend also had a child with him, kicked him out. As I'm talking to you, during the whole trial, he stated that that child wasn't his. That wasn't his girlfriend. Nothing like that. Today, because of child support, he said that child is his child. So now it's on my custody recommendation that He has this same child that he lied throughout the trial. And I keep telling you, the system is not for you. Because I have those transcripts. I ordered them. And I will show it in court. Don't be surprised if it will be. I will keep you posted whether it gets accepted in or not. So the long and the short story is that I never had bank account with him. As a good wife, I was helping him clear up debts he has accumulated in the process of cheating on me, using credit cards of the family, mine, to purchase gifts. Use money he didn't have to purchase gifts to go and give to this other woman, who also eventually had a child with him, kicked him out, and married another person. I thought I was the best wife ever. That one too couldn't keep him after she told me, "Oh, she said, you think you can hold him up? You think you can pin him down with the children? He's keeping his eggs in one basket, that's why." And he told me too, I'm not keeping my eggs in one basket. But the bottom line is, I had to pay him money. The court ordered me to pay him $16,500. Yes, $16,500 to a person that I didn't owe, that abused me, that abandoned his children on me, that I fed his children, that I had children for him, that he refused to take care of the children even till this minute, that he doesn't contribute a dime to take care of his children, whether they are living with him or they are living with me. I was still the one paying, and I still have to be ordered to pay him $16,500. Guess what? I made sure I'm clearing that bill, and I did. I did, with a plan. God's plan will follow up when it's due, in God's time. All right? So tell me, based on my friend and the wife's situation, he traveled, he came back, the wife moved out. Of course, they were having issues already. And he admitted, at some point, I admit I wasn't treating her right. And that is the thing. When you go and bring a man from Africa, you go and bring a woman from Africa, and you give him papers, majority of the time, they will wait and get the papers. They don't want you. But after they got the papers, they will start mistreating you, giving you stress, put you through agony, to the point where ain't no one gonna tell you quit their marriage. You yourself is gonna quit. You yourself is gonna seek for divorce. Meanwhile, you have wasted your time, your money, your emotions. You have done all the investments necessary to make it work. At the end, they'll tell you, I don't think I love you anymore. When a man say, I don't love you anymore, you better start. Thank God he told you. So, be wise. So, let me know at the same time what you think. Would you indulge in joint account, or you play a role, take responsibility to your portion of what needs to be done in the family? And then rest of the money, whatever you do with it, doesn't have to bother anybody. And whatever he does with his, you also don't have to be bothered with. Would you go and bring a man from Africa? If you're an African American, you are Ghanaian, you are African, period, you are white, you have to understand, it's working for some, it's not working for some. majority part is not. This is a person that have 2 children already in Ghana, and then left those children mother to be with this person in America because of papers. In my opinion, they didn't have any children. The woman had children already. Within few years, he has his papers. No childbirth between the 2 of them. Problem upon problem upon problem upon problem. Now, marriage ended, collapse. Now, one is emptying one account, putting one in debt. If it's me, at least I will consider the fact that the person brought me to America and gave me documentation in the name of marriage. I didn't pay her. So if I travel and I came and there is an overdraft of $400 or something, I don't know the truth in that. Is that enough to cause me to use up her credit card on the blind side of her? On the blind side of her, would you consider joint accounts, or would you have a backup plan? Let me know what you think. You be the judge. Share your experience with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share, and bring all your friends and family, and let's continue learning. Okay, I'll see you soon in the next episode.